Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to Positive Mindset Talks YouTube channel. Welcome back to the journey of liberation we started from day one. Welcome back to the time of freedom. Welcome back. Today is day 7 of the book reading review. Life we have started from day one. To welcome to returning subscriber, you're welcome. For you seeing the video for this first time, you are welcome. For you that is going to see the video later, I wish you all the best also. Just stay tuned. Let's go on this train together. The title of the book is called Positive of the Mind, and we started beautifully well, and we're getting more deeper as we continue every day. So we are in chapter 10 of the book, which we are going to be doing today. And the purpose of bringing this to people is just to liberate a lot of souls, a lot of mind, and in order not to continue in the circle, roller coaster system of living, limiting people, putting a lot of people backward, not allowing them to dictate who they are. And let's get straight to this today without wasting much of our time. Chapter 10 of the book talks about something. If you remember, what we talked about yesterday is about invisible prison, a prison without a wall, without a bar, without a chain, but invisible, and yet to a lot of millions of people that are inside this prison, most of them, they are unaware about this. And we go deeper yesterday. You can do well and refer back to the video from day 1 to today, which is day 7. And this chapter 10 talks about the prison you cannot see. It's more or less like continuation of where we stopped yesterday. And I'm going to start on a good note today. The most dangerous prison is not built with iron bars, guarded by soldiers, no, or hidden behind walls. No, it is the prison of mind, invisible, normalized, and passed down as wisdom. Passed down as wisdom. Passed down as wisdom. And the core message of this chapter, in this chapter 10, exposes a powerful truth. Most people are not poor because of lack of opportunity. No. But they are poor because of inherited thinking. We talked more about this yesterday. Yesterday was awesome. Today is going to be beautiful as well. So we're still going more deeper about what we talked about yesterday. A lot of people, not lack of opportunity around them, not because of where they are living, not because they don't have money, not because, or because they are not aware, they are not informed about an invisible prison. So, and most of these people inherited this behavior, this negativity, this limiting or conditioning their mind that they cannot be more than who they are. So that is why this quote says most people are not poor because of lack of opportunity. They are poor because of inherited thinking in their mind. And the chapter is about mental captivity. We have millions in this challenge, in this problem. I said it yesterday, most people don't know until they see somebody that talk about it, open their eyes to see what they are not paying attention to, what they are not aware about. This is the purpose we are doing this. And we are targeting 10,000 household, 1 to 10,000 if globally. If 10,000 can read this book, can come across this book, I'm very sure the impact is going to be enormous in future. It's going to change a lot of narrative around the world. So this is the target and this is the purpose of doing this. And the chapter is about mental captivity. Not slavery by force, but slavery by belief. A lot of people are not being captured. They have not been locked up by police, by soldier, by government, or by something, by force. No. But they are inside an invisible prison by their beliefs, by what they've grown up to know, by their mentality. And the key idea, I have about 5 keys idea I'm going to read out to you. And number 1 is mental inheritance is more powerful than money. Mental inheritance is more powerful than money. Before people inherit poverty materially, they inherit it mentally first. Like I said yesterday, before you see something plays out in the output of people, it started from their mind, from what is inside of them. So before people inherit poverty materially, they first conceive it, inherit it mentally. So that is when you will see it play out in their output, in their behavior, in their belief, in the limitation of what they believe they can do. Many people grow up hearing statements like this. 1, people like us don't get rich because of what they believe. Money changes people because of what they believe. Be content with what you have. Oh, it's enough. Or what do you need? After all, you are going to leave everything behind when you leave this world. But before you live on earth, God promised you abundant living, abundant life. Why can't you enjoy luxury life before living here? Must you suffer? Must you struggle before you live? Definitely everybody knows. Certainly we are living here someday. But must you struggle? It's a thing of choice. Must you struggle before you live? And lastly, ambition is pride. When somebody is talking, what I wanted to become in life is to become a billionaire. Some people might be seeing it as a pride. Okay, I want to have a private jet when I so certain age. Some people will call it pride. Because such people calling it pride never knew what they are capable of doing, and some of them has been locked up mentally, limiting themselves, that they can never amount to something because of what they have been inherited, what they have been taught, what they have been told. And these ideas are not facts. They are programs. They are not facts. They are programs that is programmed inside their inside their brain, inside their mentality. It has been programmed. It's not facts. Because people that are living well in life, are they having more than one head? Are they not human like you? So what is stopping you thinking in that direction, that some things are not meant for you, some good things are meant for a set of people? No, it shouldn't be. So such ideas are not facts. They are programs. Just like DNA. You know, the same DNA people are doing. Just like DNA, beliefs are passed from parent to children, community to individual, system to society. For you to understand this better, I will implore you, go back and see yesterday's video. It talks more about this. Let me give you a scenario. Two children grow up in the same community, in the same country. One is taught to question the system. What is not working fine around them? He questioned. He wants to know. She wants to know why things has not been done properly. Why indiscipline is reigning everywhere. Why orderliness is not the day-to-day orders of way of living. Curiosity makes such children ask questions. And the other child, the other one is being taught to accept the system. Whatsoever comes your way, just accept it and see it as a norms. Two different people with different thought now. And years later, you will definitely see the outcome result of such children. One become an innovator because of the curiosity when he or she growing up. And the other one become complainant. All he or she can do is to complain. Because when he had the opportunity to question, he has been shut down by belief that such children have been believed in that everything is normal. So you shouldn't live more than this. Yes, your age shouldn't be more prosperous or achieve some things because of the community, the family background. Such people are the people we are targeting to reshape their mind and to change their generation. They should not continue in that kind of mentality. So, not because of intelligence, but because of permission to think differently. The two children. And number two, the key idea. The comfort zone is a silent cage. You know, I said something like that yesterday too. Everywhere is bright. The road is very good. Oh, they are not taking light in this place. It's always rosy. We have a credit card to use where I can comfort zone a lot of things, bring comfort to people. So comfort zone is a silent cage. I'm not saying comfort is not good. Living good is not good. But it's all started from here. I talk more on this in day 5, I think day 5, 6, 7. You can do well to go back to it. So comfort is the most effective jailer because it never announces itself as danger. This is too deep. People confuse familiar struggle with safety. You said something similar like this yesterday. Some people take silence for peace or something. I mentioned something like this yesterday. People confuse familiar struggle with safety. They stay in unfulfilling jobs. Their job, because the job is feeding them at least after 30 days. They are going to get something to eat, pay their bills, continue in another month. For how many years do you want to do that? The same year, the same time you are spending on that job that you are not fulfilling your dream, what stops you from taking pain, building yourself, and discomfort yourself for a while and get to where you are going and enjoy your life? People confuse familiar struggle with safety. So such people stay in unfulfilling jobs. Number 1, toxic environment, limiting relationship, because the mind says to them, their mind now says to them, at least I know this pain, and they want to continue on managing the pain. It's better, I know the pain already. After 30 days, paycheck is coming. When I finish spending it, I start in another month, day 1 to 30 again, I collect it. You can't be fulfilled like that. You can never. And I make reference to something. Psychologists call this learned helplessness. When people stop trying, not because they can't win, but because they have been conditioned to expect loss. That is a norm. It's a normal way of living. It's a normal thing to do. It's a normal way to continue their life. They have been conditioned. Let me give you another scenario. Someone earning just enough to survive refuses growth opportunity because what if I fail? What if I die during that time? I'm using delayed gratification to acquire skill, to add value to myself in order to enjoy my life at long run. So such people are in this category. Someone earning salary just enough to survive, like the example I stated earlier, refuses growth opportunity because such people were asking this kind of question: what if I fail? What if next month I will not get salary? Will I survive? What if I manage this month? Will I be able to continue with my life next month? So these are the category of people that will ask this question. What if I fail? The salary I've been collecting, the little amount I've been saving, if I use it to study more, to acquire skill, to pay for a particular skill, what if I did not get money to start the business after acquiring the skill? Starting on my own. Such people are in this category. What if I fail? What if I lose what little I have? The peanut is collecting every month. What if this money is not coming again? Will I be able to survive? Will I be able to continue in life? Why these people in this category? Because of what has been programmed in their mind. Fear of unknown. How many people are in this category? Millions of people. Millions of people all over the world. Millions of people. And this fear we are talking about, that fear is not logic. It is mental poverty protecting itself. Since about 6, 7, 10 years of your life that you have been doing it, has anything changed? That tells you, if you continue another 10, 20 years like that, it's the same for you until you change the strategy. Until you decide to change the narration, the narrative, the cycle. If not, nothing happens, you remain like that. That fear is not logic. It is mental poverty protecting itself. And the key 3 idea I'm talking about. Systems strive when mind stays small. A system never fears the poor man. It fears the awake one. This is what this book is going to do for you. No system, no government, no community, no challenges fears any poor man. No. It fears the one that is awake, that can stand now. I know what I wanted for myself. It might take me sometimes. It might make me set myself apart from set of some people. What are they going to say does not matter. But the outcome is what matters to me. So system never fears the poor man. It fears the awake one. Society is structured so that most people work, few people think, fewer people challenge. That is the structure all over the world of a system. It depends on you which category do you want to form. Most people work, few people think. As an innovator, to become somebody in life, fewer people challenge the authority, challenge what is not normal in their family, in their community, and they stand out to do the right thing. And education often teaches obedience over curiosity. I talked more about this yesterday. Memorization over understanding. Just memorize it. The day of exam, just pour everything down, and you'll be given a mark 10 over 10, 20 over 20, without understanding what they are doing. How many people formal education has ruined their life? Formal education without a skill. Who does that help? Look around the world now. Artisan. It's very difficult before you see an artisan jobless without having something to do. But look at how many graduates all over the world carrying file every day, writing CV, curriculum fighter every day, looking for a job. How many skillful person you've seen around the world now without something to put on their table? They're always busy, have something to do because they have skill. And yet, those ones claim to be uneducated ones are suffering. Some even end up being a secretary to a carpenter, a furniture company. Somebody without much education are now employing the one that used all his or her year in secondary school and university. Secretary. Salesperson in the company of an uneducated one, but with a skill. Something set them apart. Something differentiate them. Mentally. Their mentality. Something differentiate them. What they carry there. The way they both see themselves. The way they imparted their self-value. So, history shows us this clearly. The abolition of slavery began in the mind before the chains broke. I talked more about this yesterday. Please do well to watch yesterday's video. Go on, just do well to do that. Civil rights movement started when mental awakening, not weapons, not until they carry gun. It started from strategy. And I have one scenario more. Once people begin to ask this kind of question, Once people begin to ask this kind of question, number one, why does this system benefit so few? We are all citizens of the same country. Why is it that few people are the one benefiting from the system? Why is wealth concentrated? Why is it to some people, set of people? Why is it not general? Why controls value? The system become uncomfortable, meaning these people knows what is happening. They are awake. Now they know they are right, that we stole away from them. They started asking questions. Let's relate it to our family now. When you start challenging that culture you grow up with, that inherent mentality of being low, average life, being poor, the system become worried. And the narration begin to change. Okay, key 4, quickly. Idea. Key 4 idea. Poverty is maintained by fear of difference. The greatest threat to poverty is exposure. Greatest fear, greatest threat to poverty is exposure. When people can see, let me read one or two of such. When people can see things like this, someone like them succeed. It's my age mate. We came from the same background. We went to the same primary school. That is that place when we are both struggling. So what made this person succeeding? I keep failing. Why? When someone like them succeed, someone from their background rise. Yet I was told people in my kingdom, they cannot achieve more than this. People of my family cannot go beyond. Why is this person doing much better? Someone break the narrative, and I want that to be you. Let it start from you. Such creates mental discomfort. It creates mental discomfort. That is why society often mocks dreamer. You wake up one day and you look at yourself in the mirror, especially in the age of this internet, and you take your phone, you put camera on your face, and you are recording yourself. I'm the next president of my country. I'm going to be a pilot. I'll be the one buying my private jet and be flying around. A lot of people is going to see the video and start mocking you. You know why? They can't see what you are seeing. They cannot see what you are seeing. The society, the system has been designed like that. And such person, if care is not taken, because they will mock you, you derail from that your vision or your dream. Don't care about such. You know what you want for yourself and go for it. Nothing can stop you except you stop yourself. So it creates mental discomfort. So society mocks such people. They mock dreamers, discourage risk takers, attack unconventional thinkers. As I'm doing this, I'm doing it now. I'm taking it to global stage one day on a TED talk. I'm going to be there one day passing a message that is going to impact the whole world. To them, someday is going to happen. I'm telling you now. So you can refer to this video someday. I'm standing in front of who is who around the world. I'm passing the message and liberating people's life. The journey has begun now. And I'm going there. Nothing can stop it. What you think does not matter about me. So society discourages risk takers, attack unconventional thinkers. I don't know how many people has done this or have tried what I'm doing now. Reading a book to people, exposing it to people, letting them see what is about to happen to them. Unconventional thinkers. So I have a scenario quickly to that. You announce a bold vision like I'm announcing to you now. People laugh. Who is this? See the way he's boasting and talking. It's full of pride. People laugh. People discourage. They will call you. Are you sure you can do this? Who are you to do this? Who knows you? People question your sanity. I hope it's okay. It can't be. The same person can't be boasting like this. The same person can be posting like this, talking. You want to liberate people's soul, people's mind. 10,000 people. Is that how it's easy? Is this out there? And I'm happy to tell you, day 7 is today. We started just like a play. We've sold over 20 books already. I'm not despising the little the beginning. Over 20 has been sold. The 10,000 we are going, we will achieve it. Even more. It started somewhere. You just have to start. If you don't start, you can't get there. You start. So people question your sanity. And if care is not taken, you derail. You bothered about them. You bother about what they say. Maybe somebody will come under your video or what you are doing and put a comment that will discourage you. That means you are not ready. So, not because you are wrong, but because your courage exposes their fear. What they cannot talk about, what they cannot do, what they cannot dare. You are doing it now. Exposes their fear. And they want to hide under something, started discouraging you, mocking you. You don't care about that. So, key 5 are here. Let me rush at it. I don't want to take much time. Liberation begins with responsibility. Freedom begins the day you stop blaming and start rebuilding your thinking. I told you, what has happened has happened. What you have inherited has been done. The deed has been done. Can it be changed? Yes. Is it late? No. Can you start now? Yes. Yes. How old are you? I don't care. 60 years old. You are still breathing. You can start. I told you yesterday, the beauty about this is that you will change your own before you leave this earth. You are going to enjoy what you have not been enjoying. And the generation after you now, they will not continue in that circle. They will not. Is that not a beautiful legacy? What people that passed in front of you has suffered, and you yourself have suffered. Now you are changing it. And look at what is going to happen to the one behind you. And your children now will enjoy liberation. They will not be caged. They will not be deceived. They will not find themselves in invisible prison that you stay for long, that you are just coming out now because you have been told now. The information is coming to you. The awareness is coming to you. Is that not a beautiful thing? Because I told you about these videos of what I'm doing. Generations will benefit from this. It's not for now, for generations. So you understand that freedom begins the day you stop blaming and start rebuilding your thinking. It's what's in your fault. Nobody is blaming you for it. It is what it is, where you found yourself. Nobody to be blamed. But you have opportunity to do what now? To change. Don't continue in that. So this chapter 10 of this book does not promote victimhood. No. It demands ownership. You have been a victim of this for long. We put a stop now. And it reshape you to become an ownership of your life, of your future, of what exactly you want to decide now. Not what is being decided for you. Not the people that hold remote has been controlling your mind before. I talked about that much yesterday. You need that yesterday video. All the videos matters. But you need that yesterday video. He explained more. So, it does not promote victimhood. It demands ownership. Yes, systems are unfair all over the world. Forget Western world, Africa, all over the world is unfair. Yes, opportunity are unequal because your fingers are not equal and will never be equal. So, must you be the shortest one? Why can't you be the longest? It depends on you what you choose. It will never be equal. That is why we call it life. It's not balanced, can never be balanced. The day it balances, that means it's end. So some will be like this, some will be like this, some will be like this. Where do you want to be? Nobody can stop it except you. Whatever you choose to do, you aim to do, no limitation. It starts here. So, yes, systems are unfair, yes, opportunity and unequal, but mental liberation begins when you ask questions. Questions like, what can I control? What can be here? The value I can add for myself, I decide who to give it to. I decide who to sell this idea to. I decide how much they pay for my service. That is control. Mental liberation begins when you can ask some questions. I gave you some assignment yesterday too. You ask yourself those questions and you make sure you find an answer to them and work with them. So, what can I control? What must I unlearn? What are those things that combat my mind, that they are negative, they never had anything to me? Yeah, every time I've been giving try, I've been doing it the way they have been told, this is how they have. It never added anything to me. What are those things? Unlearn. What beliefs are no longer serving me? These are the questions you need to begin to ask yourself. Let me make reference to somebody, a philosopher. Epictetus is his name, an American. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. Men, these men here, both female, male, everybody, are not disturbed. I rephrase that. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. Powerful. And let me wind it down now. Let me just wind down quickly. And we end it. I don't want it to be much too long. I don't want to take much of your time because we still have a long way to go. So I will not be combining you with too much. You watch, you enjoy it, you wait for the next one. You cannot change your environment permanently. Listen to this. Anytime you want to watch this video, make sure you get a pen and a paper. You need to write some things out. Paste them where you'll be seeing them every day. Let it challenge your mind. Yes, it works. You cannot change your environment permanently until you change your internal agreement with limitation. Meaning, I don't know where you are watching from. Meaning, if you are in the Western world today, for example, if you choose to go back to Africa, with what you know to do, that you are convinced that you can do, you will strive. And if you are in Africa, in the remotest village, and you choose something to do today, that you are going to succeed with it, it is possible. And if you are there, you choose to move to Western world, and you've already know what you are going to do when you get there, you will not be enslaved. It's all boiled down to you. What is there? Yeah. You cannot change your environment permanently until you change your internal agreement with limitation. That I'm not limited. Yeah, no. I'm not meant for such job. Yeah. I'm part of the people that live above this. I'm part of the people that belong to this office. This is where I belong. It depends on you. Nobody can take it away from you. Beginning might look so hard. But at the end, the moment people take you for you, who you are, they know what you are talking about. You have the value. They tested it, is there. Nobody will deny it. A particular position does not mean for one, it is for everybody. The earth is of the Lord and the fullness thereof. The whole abundance there is equally shared. It depends on what you want to take. It all depends on you. The door was never locked. But you know why you never knew? You were not simply taught, or you were simply taught not to touch the handle. That door is not locked, but it's so beautiful. Golden door. But you have been taught that people like you don't touch such door. So everything in your mind, I cannot touch the door. It's always locked. Meanwhile, what you are looking for is behind the door. It's behind the door. So the door was never locked. You were simply taught not to touch the handle. If you don't touch the handle of the door, how will you open it? So I'm closing by asking you a question. Write it down and make sure you find an answer to it too. What belief about money, success, or life did you inherit that you are not questioning? What did society teach you to fear that you are beginning to confront? Make sure you find an answer to all these questions. Because this chapter 10 of this book, if he has challenged you, imagine what happens when you read the whole book, the full book, from start to finish. Because all these things I'm doing, we are just scratching. Not the main thing inside the book. This is not a book for entertainment, like I always said. It is book for mental emancipation. Emancipation. Yes, emancipation is a book for liberation. That's just the pure meaning. We don't need to use too much grammar. That helps. Communication. I talk, you understand. We move on. The book is not for entertainment. It's a book for mental emancipation, liberation, freedom from every negativity, limitation. And you start seeing yourself differently for today. I bring a greetings to you once again, and I wish you all the best in life. Cheers, better future. Bye.